friends, welcome to my video for this particular hop. I was invited for this hop by Sarah, and I'm so grateful that she considered me to be part of this group. So if you have been going through the hop, you know that the theme for this particular video is that what we've learned or what we're learning, all about learning, because it is September. And so I figured that I would use some pictures of how my preschooler was learning in that last year of preschool before he went into kindergarten. And because I feel like with him discovering new things and learning, I was also discovering and learning new things. Just a little heads up, as you can see, I am using like a bunch of like different like cut apart papers and all that. That is because the items that I had decided to use for this particular layout is part of a homemade kit that I created in August, and I will make sure to link that in the description box below so you can check it out. But anyways, this was layout number 8 or number 9 from that particular homemade kit. So I was really just working with a lot of just various different sizes of paper and just, I don't want to say leftovers, but kind of sort of the products that I used for this particular mini or homemade kit. So I have this paper that has a bunch of words on it, and I am pulling out the word magic, and because it's in the middle of the paper, I decided to use my Fiskars cutting paper trimmer for that, so I can cut specifically around, just around the words that I want. Now this particular paper that has that kind of diagonal cut in the middle, I had gutted that paper and used the inside of it to cut out some cakes for another layout. And so I knew that I wanted to use that as a background, but of course the inside of it is open. So I am going to cut a few more papers here, and I'm going to overlap a couple of these. I think I cut them by 5 by 7, but I'm going to overlap, or 5 by 7 by 6, something like that. I'm going to overlap that in the middle, and so you wouldn't know that the inside of it is open. If you have been watching my process videos, you know that I like to gut the papers, especially the background, just because I want to maximize the products that I use, but also because when I use the cardstock piece, especially for this, what I'm doing here, matting it, I know that the matting blends really well with whatever existing papers I've already chosen, because they're all the same color and they're all the same product. So that is one of the reasons why I got that. And it's, I think it's efficient with scrapbooking, but it also just works well with the way my brain works. Anyways, I have 4 3x4 photos here. And this is a compilation of just pictures of my youngest. This was in 2018. And basically what I did here was that I took pictures of him along the way of what we were doing to kind of discover the art of learning, of academics, right? Because if you are a preschooler, you're really like starting from scratch. So here is a picture of him reading books at Barnes and Noble. Here's him trying to write his name by me like dotting the letter so that he can just follow it with lines. And here he is at the library during one of their events, which it was like a pirate type of event. So they had this really cute poster that has a shark on there to take a picture of him. So I took that, just kind of reminding me that he did do a lot of library trips during that time period. And also a picture of him creating crafts with, of course, my scrapbook supplies, because that's one of the ways I can help him to learn, is to share my crafting supplies with him. So that is basically that's one of the ways that I wanted to document his preschool, is the ways that he was able to learn despite him not going to preschool. Now, he could have gone to preschool, but I'm cheap. Like, I feel like, there's no reason for him to go to preschool. There is one, though, that my older kids have gone to in California that I missed, and that is what they call a mommy and me preschool, which is that you actually am enrolled with your kiddos. So I really like that kind of structure, because then whatever they learned in preschool, we can incorporate it at home, because I was there too when he was learning his numbers, when he was learning his alphabets, and learning how to sit in a circle with the teacher and all that stuff. I really, really like that. Sadly, we don't have that in in Colorado, or rather in the city that I live in Colorado. So I'm just gonna have to, like, just rely on me. But thankfully, we have a lot of things in the community that he can participate in that will ignite that passion for learning. And so that is kind of what my journaling is all about. So let's go back to the layout. I did pull out some stickers. Now the stickers, the See the World, not sure if that's connected to learning, but I'm going to put that anyways. And then these buildings, they're not really connected at all, but I had them in my homemade kit. And so I figured I would use them here. And then I am pulling out all the other things that I would like to. Now, as you can see, I have not adhered anything yet. And that's really my style. If you're new to my channel or new to my process, you will notice that I don't adhere anything until I am convinced, or I've committed myself to using, or to that design. So I like to do that just because, I don't know, it just works for me. Then I'm not totally committed, and I don't have to pull out papers if they don't work out and things like that. So basically that is my layout. I'm just going to be tucking a few things here and there. This year, that little 3x4 piece is a pocket scrapbooking card. I thought I'd add that there. I could have added the whole thing, that whole 3x4, but I was maybe thinking, well, maybe I can use that white piece for something else, but I eventually didn't do it. So anyways, I'm just working with a few of the stickers here. Now there's these arrow stickers from, I believe this is a Jelly Bean Soup sticker sheet, and I wanted to use the arrows, but I knew that the only space that I will have for them is on the right side, and so I just flipped the sticker sheet to make sure that the arrow is pointing to the left rather than to the right, and then adding my phrase stickers that way. That way it will match the orientation that I want for that particular sticker. So that's my layout. You will see me here start adhering things. I will ink up the edges of these papers just so that I could give them a little bit of emphasis. My son is trying to grab some water and he's making a lot of noises, so I apologize for that. Anyways, so I'm just going to ink up the edges. Okay, I had to stop the recording just because my son was deliberately making noises, so I had to stop. Anyways, let's go back to the layout. So now I'm inking all the edges, and then I'm going to just adhere everything. So now that I've adhered everything, now comes the part of the fun part, which is to decorate and finish off the layout. So I did decide to adhere some fun foam to the backside of the word magic, just because that is my title, and I felt like out of all of the words in my title, that is the word that I wanted to emphasize. So I'm going to add that with some fun foam. And I think that's a very easy way of emphasizing a word on your title, is to add that with some fun foam so that stands out really well. So I'm just trying to figure out if I have enough letters to spell the rest of my title. I think I would spell the magic of learning, and so I will end up using that pink side of the small stickers, and because I thought I had enough letters, but I will eventually find out that I am actually missing an R. And I guess if I'm really anal, I would have just like taken it all out and figured out a sticker sheet that does have an R, but really that was all that was missing for me. And so I just decided to go with with a different R from that smaller sticker there, and just go for it. I don't know. Let me know in the description box below. Are you the kind of person that you want all of the letters in your title to match? Or are you like me where if it's just one, it's not a big deal. I can live with that. Let me know in the description box below. Now, I'm just going to finish spelling this out. I did cut out a journaling block, and I've handwritten my journaling already on that, and I'm just going to add that to the bottom. And then again, just add all of the stickers and all of the embellishments that I've already kind of made or pre-planned to add to this layout. And then later on, after I was done doing the video for this, or I turned off the camera when I was making this video, I did add 2018 to the top of the phrase this year, just so that it will match the date or the year that these photos and these memories were created. So that's basically my layout. Again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Sarah for inviting me to be part of this blog hop. Make sure that you check the description box below, because it will have the links of all the people that are participating. And if you like what you've seen so far, and if you're not a subscriber yet, please consider subscribing and giving this a thumbs up. And also make sure that you hit that bell button so that YouTube will notify you of my next video. And until then, I will catch you guys another day. Bye.